Kunal, where were you last night?
Trying to sleep, as always.
Can you believe racing put me to sleep yesterday?
Really?
I was watching MotoGP.
And it put you to sleep. I in fact read this morning that the race was really interesting.
It was really interesting, but it was really late, so it put me to sleep. It was really good fun. And Valentino Rossi, I always look at him and Michael Schumacher as two legends, and that man still has it. He messed it up on the first corner. From 7th at the first corner, he was 3rd. By the end of the first lap, he was 2nd. And then he went back to 7th. At the end of the race, he was 2nd again. So he just has every trick in the box.
The doctor, as they call him.
Yes, the doctor, as they call him.
And the doctor, as they call you as well.
Didn't want to show off, yeah? But on the inside line, we have one doctor. Doctor by name, doctor by degree. My name is Dr. Rishi Kapoor, Kunal Shah, the F1 legend expert.
Wow.
I've said good things about you also now. Let's get even here. The inside line is itching for the arrival of Formula 1 back into our lives. Back-to-back races coming in with the Chinese GP and the Bahrain GP, if it happens, that is.
Indeed. It will happen. If it happened last year, I'm sure it will happen this year.
Bernie knows how to click this right. Mark Webber's saga all going down. Ashes settling. People wanting to race again.
Yeah.
What's the latest you've heard?
The latest I've heard is that our podcast did very well.
Woohoo!
And we got some really good reviews again. Thank you again once, everyone.
Thank you so much. And for the girls, a little more.
So, an interesting comment that came through from one of our listeners
is
Ritesh Tripathi, who from Bangalore said that he believes Mark should move, but he doesn't know where Mark could move to. Okay.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Let's do the math.
So, the only options that he could have is a Ferrari or a McLaren. That is, if they have a problem with their number 2 drivers.
Good you bring this point, but I don't know why. If I'm Martin Whitmarsh, I would not take Webber instead of Sergio. The only reason is probably Sergio is getting a little more money than anybody else right now.
Yeah, possibly. So, his comment ended with the fact saying Mark should move, but he doesn't know where he could move.
I believe he could go the Barrichello way, where he goes to a smaller team that is coming up. And
then fades away into, unfortunately, oblivion. Is that what it is?
Well, sometimes it doesn't go the right way, does it? Talking about not going the right way, in Formula 1, when you go to Shanghai, you feel you're going just the same way as you went in Malaysia because the circuit looks so similar to that in Malaysia.
Yeah, and actually, now that you mention it, I'm so glad that Malaysia and China are not back-to-back races.
As a 3-week gap means we will not be remembering most of Malaysia, but as the first 2 corners in Shanghai look exactly the same. If you played it in the game, which I do a lot, it is very difficult to maneuver the first corner because you just have to keep balancing the throttle and turning left, and then it drops and then you go right. It's just amazing.
Turning right and then left or left and then right.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yes. I am sleepy.
Indeed. But, yes, talking of Shanghai, I think it's a boring circuit.
Very.
We are going to be at the mercy of the long back straight and the corner and the hairpin that follows.
Lots of overtaking.
Yes. And at the mercy of Pirelli and the weather again, I'm guessing.
You said weather. I heard Weber.
Could well be Weber as well.
Weber no overtaking, only team orders. So, moving on, that's our favorite part of the circuit. None. Mercedes have said they are faster than Ferrari. And I think they're right. Ask me why.
Why, Rishi?
Running out of fuel, they are fast. Let's turn the history pages here. Chinese GP. A recent addition to the Formula 1 circuit. Not a lot of multiple wins here. Everybody's been pretty even Stevens because I remember Michael Schumacher and Alonso having fights, and that's when they won.
Correct.
And
I think the only driver with a multiple win here is Lewis Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay. Interestingly, since Weber is all that we've been speaking about for a long time, has never won here.
And I don't think we'll ever win. Multi-21, Weber never won.
Yes. And of course, we've had Alonso who won here 8 years back. Okay. And Vettel, who's not won here since 2009. So our key protagonists for this year's championships haven't really won in the recent past.
Something that's been keeping us occupied when it was in Formula 1 was cricket, and the colourful bikini form of cricket, IPL as they may call it. Kunal, tell me, what do you think is the biggest difference between IPL and Formula 1? Let's count up with 3.
My biggest difference.
Yes.
And this is like the punchline.
Yes.
IPL doesn't have Michael Schumacher.
You win. I don't want to say the rest. Come up with some smart lines. You got the cake, bruv. You got the cake. Well, IPL has cheerleaders. Formula 1 has pit board holding girls. But they don't dance, so IPL wins there.
So you're trying to say you want the grid girls to dance?
Not on track. Not on track. Let the drivers handle the
knowing
dancing.
you, yes, exactly. Knowing you'd like the drivers to do the dancing on track with the Pirellis giving away.
Woohoo!
Of course, in the IPL, people try reaching the 100 mile per hour figure, which I think every driver does effortlessly in Formula One.
Correct. Woo, that was good. And my favorite difference between IPL and Formula One is between us and Sidhu. Because when Navjot Singh Sidhu is talking, he never shuts up and we close down. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to stop talking. We're really looking forward to the racing. And Formula One, Shanghai, the Chinese Grand Prix. The Chinese Grand Prix usually is shorter than the other Grand Prix. Ask me why.
Why?
Because Chinese products last lesser time. I'm sorry, I'm going to be calling him some trouble on the blog for this one. But hey, if you have
China is going to ban our podcast.
So if you want to follow the two band people, the name on Twitter is @Kunal A Shah, and my Twitter handle is @RJ Rishi Kapoor. That's RISHIKAPOOR. It's a difficult name to spell, but it's an easy sport to understand. Formula One, the inside line. We'll be dissecting the Chinese GP come Monday.